Hi everyone, I hope you well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now, like I said to you, look at that massive level of resistance just there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now into the 5th day of running into this resistance, failing to get through it. Okay, so the more you run into resistance, you do tend to come back for another level of support to attack that resistance once more before breaking it. You know, and it's the same with support. Okay, look, you got support, come up into resistance, and then support, and then you lose it basically. So the more you hang around support, the more you tend to fall through it. The more you hang around resistance, the more you do tend to break through it if you come back for a key level support. So it's just basically a mirror. Do you understand that? You know, it's the same principle. Resistance, come back to support, break it. Support, come back to resistance, break it. Do you understand that? So it's basically the same thing. You're coming into resistance, you're failing to get through it, and right now you're coming back to retrace basically. So what we're looking for is a retracement level. There was a lovely little pattern that was beginning to merge here, a continuation pattern. We did see this pattern over a lot of projects, to be honest with you, but just here on the 4-hourly time frame, there was some data out yesterday, CPI data in the US there about inflation, and it actually dumped the market, followed by a pump the market, followed by another dump the market. So look at that volatility right there. Okay, that's crazy on the 15-minute time frame. In actual fact, looking at the 15-minute time frame just there, okay, let's take a look at this. This is a bit of a rising wedge just there. This is quite a negative pattern, to be honest with you. So you've got a key level of support just there. We're not necessarily back tested here yet, but you have got a rising wedge pattern that's beginning to form just there for Bitcoin on the 15-minute. Okay, so you've got support, resistance, and right now you're coiling up, essentially running into this resistance, roll back. If you start to roll out of support just there on the 15-minute like this, you lose that, you're going to come all the way back down to where you form the wedge. Okay, and essentially that could be kind of deemed as a big bear flag like that, looking for continuation. So you might be in for a bit more of a retracement here for Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm going to show you all the levels right now. So one thing to validate this particular rising wedges, you do usually see rising wedges accompanied by a bearish divergence. So if we take a look at the RSI, yeah, we have got a bit of a bearish divergence just there as well, because we're making a series of lower highs just there, and we've got the higher highs in the price action. Okay, we're getting the higher high structure just there. So potentially run into that resistance, lose that support, you're going to come down to there. Okay, and that could actually be a big kind of bear flag like that, looking for the continuation. Okay, coming down to support. So what we need to do is zoom out right now. So that's a potential bear flag on the 15-minute, which again is highly tradable. So if we look at the 4-hourly time frame here, yesterday we did have a rising wedge as well, which actually played out, and it's actually come down to a technical target, I believe. So you've got this using the body candles like that, you've got higher highs just there, and then the price action you've got these high lows basically. So you've got this kind of little rising wedge basically covered, accompanied by a bearish divergence as well in the RSI. You're making a series of lower highs and higher highs and higher lows basically, and you're compressing like that in towards the apex. And so at that point you've lost this resistance and come down, lost this support, and you've actually come down to where you form the wedge just there, wicking off it, coiling up. So look, this is the emergence right now potentially of a little bear flag on the 4-hourly time frame. But if we see it better on the hourly time frame, yeah, you got a little bear flag on the go there, I think. So yeah, here you measure a bear flag like that, starts to come back up, you know, that's a little bear flag coming back into resistance, and it's the last point of consolidation, and it's from there to there, and that's your technical target that you would actually be in. If you do start to roll out of this bear flag, that'll offer a lovely little short opportunity around about 4.2% for Bitcoin, continuing in down here to retrace. And all this is essentially is some kind of big A, B, C correction right there. Okay, let's check this on the fib. So from there's your high, there's your low. Yeah, pretty much, boom, you're on the 1618, the 1414. So you're basically creating a little reversal wave here, because you've come up like this and you're coming down and you're almost losing that low there. Do you see that? You've actually wicked off it, but you're calling up in a bear flag, looking for the continuation, creating a big reversal wave on the hourly time frame. So that would be a bit of a target for me. The 1618 at 40890 and the 1414 at 41486. Okay, and that could be a lovely little short opportunity with a stop loss on Bybit. From here right now, you could be looking at a lovely little short down to the 1618 around about 5.9%. And then obviously TP there, because that's your correction done, and a potential ABC correction, which I said, you know, potentially could look at some kind of ABC correction like that, okay, and that's your ABC correction done. That's the kind of wave complete, and at that point, you know, if we do start to zoom out again, I would imagine we're putting in some kind of right shoulder just there. So let me tidy this up for you. This is a potential play, you know. I've not got a crystal ball, but it looks as though it might be starting to form this at the moment. One way to validate that is if we do start to come down and lose this one fib, basically the 42696, if we do start to come down below that, start hitting the head, then I would anticipate a retest of the 1618 and this 20 EMA as well, okay. And you can see that what we've been anticipating here as well on the channel since the start of the week, I think it was, you know, the more you toy with resistance, the more likely you are to come back for support, basically, you know. And it's the same when you're coming down into support. You've got all that support right there and you're failing to get through it, so you come back into resistance and then eventually you break through the support, basically, because you're testing it so many times. You know, it's the same principle. You got like a bit of a mini head and shoulders pattern there, you lost support and you come down, basically. And right here, potentially, we've got this kilo resistance that we've been toying with, and right now we're looking to retrace, to come back for support, to put in the right shoulder of a big monster head and shoulders pattern, inverse head and shoulders pattern, sorry. And it's all about support. If we retrace and hold a kilo of support, you're going to start to come back up, break that kilo resistance there, hold and back test, you've got a breakout target, okay. And it offers an amazing opportunity going forward, basically. So I'm going to show you the breakout target if we do start to complete this pattern. Like I said to you, we've got to complete this pattern first. We've got to hold the support of this retracement to actually validate this pattern, because once we do and break that resistance just there, you do usually see the breakout target met on these inverse head and shoulders, and that would be an absolute monster trade going forward, wouldn't it? From that break of resistance just there, you could be looking at a beautiful long up around about 26%. But, you know, again, me personally, I would be putting bids down here on the 1618 at 40860. This is if we do get this ABC retracement, basically. And again, with stop losses, don't over leverage, can do all this on Bybit, because from there right now, if it starts to pump back up, you're looking at 38% long up, basically, in this inverse head and shoulders pattern. And all Bitcoin's doing here is retracing to a normal level support, looking for the continuation of the trend, and you've got a beautiful inverse head and shoulders pattern, and you're looking to break out, you know. And with that, let's check the fibs as well, because that's your low and that's your high. You start to come back up, and yeah, you can see you up there over the 1618 as well. So it's all conforming at the moment, but one thing we've got to do is hold the support of the retracement. Now, if we do start to lose the support here, we start to come down and lose the support, you know, it might not even come down to the 1618, okay, but that is the technical target, this kind of potential bear flag on the hourly time frame. And if it starts to get any deeper, you might just be safer just putting cheeky bets on the 20, because you might not necessarily get lucky on the 1618 if it does come that deep, because I would imagine there's a bit of support there for Bitcoin. Now, if it does start to come down, okay, and it starts to do something like that, and it doesn't make its way back up, then yeah, I would imagine you're going to hit resistance, and you can see all you're doing here is coming down like this, and you're coming down resistance, and you're consistently rolling just there, okay. So it's all about this little right shoulder that we're potentially putting in right now for Bitcoin, okay. And with that, you get a lovely little retest of a 20, holding the support, get the bounce, start to come back up, and that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. For Bitcoin, there was a fractal that we were looking at here as well, you know. Look at that, draw back into the EMAs right there, hold the support, boom, and right now you're looking to almost mirror it, aren't you? Draw back into the EMAs and break out to the upside for Bitcoin. So yeah, that's basically Bitcoin. Hope you enjoyed that little update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone. Back soon with another update on Bitcoin. Bye bye.